welcome back, beautiful souls, to another episode of Channel Your Light with me, Erin Chandler. For those of you who are new here, I am an intuitive guide and healer and a psychic medium, as well as a teacher and an author. So I am really excited to share this piece of information because it ties mind, body, spirit, and the intuitive realms, spiritual and energetic realms as one, all together, interthreaded as a rainbow rope is what I'm seeing right now. So projections, reflections, and mirrors. So there's three subsets of the experience on the earth plane. Now, there is a teaching that is fluid throughout spiritual communities that says everything is a reflection of you. So this is a flawed premise, and this is because not all of the divine, esoteric, and intuitive teachings have been taught to people. So when we go about the world and we say, okay, everything is a reflection of me. Everything is not a reflection of you. Is it a facet of the great I am and a fractal of you? Perhaps. That's the macro. We're looking at the macro that everything is a reflection of you. But on the micro, here on the individuated soul's path and plan, where we must have boundaries, we must have anchoring, and we must understand what that spiritual teaching actually means in a tangible form that actually makes our lives easier. Because remember, we are on the earth plane. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. The spiritual plane is much, much different than the earth plane. Just as the macro, it may make sense on the macro that we are all one and everyone is a reflection of me. On the micro, on the earth plane, we must view this in the different subsets of sections. So we've separated, the spirit is separating this into projections, reflections, and mirrors. The mirror piece, please watch till the very end. That's the last piece I will share. The mirror piece, just so that you know, that is specifically designed to ensure that dark, dense, negative energies don't come in, and how to do that and what that looks like. That piece is at the end, so please watch till the end. Let's start with projections. Blurays. You have, and it's not even just Blurays. I want to say during the ascension process, many experience this, where your energy comes to a frequency. So like the frequency of my energy, you cannot watch my videos and you cannot listen to the words that I say or feel the frequency that is my energetic field without a scattering happen, without a healing happen, or without a triggering happen, or something changing within you. My energy and my frequency is designed to do exactly that for the highest good of other people. Now, projections, reflections, and mirrors. When we move about the world as children, I want you to think about it. Everybody outside of us acts as a mirror. Now, these mirrors are actually projections of other people's limitations, beliefs, traumas, fear, control, lack, you name it. Every story in the book is in there. They are projected at us. So when we're in our house of self, the mirrors from those experiences of our childhood, those mirrors reflect to us not an accurate mirror, a reflection of who we are. They are reflecting to us the projection of someone else's fractal experience that is unhealed. That is the projections. It is not a reflection of you, as the macro teaching teaches us. In the micro on the earth plane, it is a projection of someone else's fractal experience, individuated soul's experience. As we move through this process, once we understand, because there's somebody on here, you trigger people's energy. You don't understand why, because you are a beautiful, loving soul. All you have to do is walk into a darn room and it's like, I am watching people literally turn away from you. All you got to do is breathe. And it's like, it triggers some people. This is because their energy senses your energy and they cannot maintain that dense vibration or those unhealed wounds in the space of your energy. So healing energy, and this is the reflection part, okay? When we have experiences, we are being called not to look at it as everything is a reflection of me, particularly when a lot of us are being projected at as light workers, as healers, as intuitives, projectors. If you're a human design projector, this is for you. What needs to happen is the reflective space must always be in this center I am presence. The reflective state is also, notice it's projections, reflection, and mirrors. So notice reflection is the center point of this teaching. So the reflective piece is being aware that you trigger people because you're there to help them heal. Now, this healing to them, when it's a trigger, they automatically will project that reflection, their projections at you. So not only is your energy designed to both trigger the wound or that needs to be healed. I'm hearing Rumi, the wound is where the light gets in. That is part of the healing modalities that one of you, Blue Rays, and a number of subsets of souls watching this channel, this is how your energy works. You have been triggering people and not understanding why. It's because your frequency is designed to heal others. And healing does not always look like pretty and I love you and this is amazing. Yes, there are those where that will be the effect that your energy and frequency has on them. A deep healing comes through them, an activation where they move up to the next level, but that's because they've done some work and they're ready. That's a healing. That's a reflection of your energy of how you heal people simply by being. That is the energy and your frequency. What is also a healing, but doesn't look like what we label as healing, triggering is literally pulling up the wound, which is the trigger, which is why they project at you. So the mirrors come into play now, and recognize that the projections of other people's things are meant for you to reflect, and knowing that they are not yours, so that you don't have a hall of mirrors in your energy that is somebody else's, or feel like it's you. Somebody on here, I feel like you've spent your whole life, I'm hearing, you have spent your whole life thinking you're the problem. It's almost like I'm watching you move through different phases of life, being projected at by others because your loving nature is so rare, I want to say, that people can't comprehend, and it triggers the wound that originated whatever happened to them, whether they're aware of it or not. It's always on the subconscious level, the energetic fields outside of them and in their subtle energy bodies. So you triggering them is actually healing them. The reflective state allows you to say, hold on, that's a reflection of you and my energy just done this so that you can heal. Triggers are for healing, my friends. I cannot say that enough. I've been saying this for years. I've been posting it for years. Triggers are for healing. The wound is where the light gets in, which is Rumi. This is true. How do you heal something if it's got band-aids over it and pretending that it's not there? Remember, the physical body medically heals from the inside out. It does not heal from the outside in. It heals from the inside out. So the reflective state allows you to witness or observe the projection that you may have triggered for healing in them, and it might look ugly and it might be messy. Your job is not to take that on. It is rather to reflect, healing from the inside out. As you heal from the inside out, it pushes out all other people's dirty mirrors that are not yours, the projections. It pushes those out. Now, the mirror state, if everything is a reflection of me, think about what I just talked about. That projection of them is I'm actually being the mirror for them, and it's reflecting back to them the wound. So when they attempt to project it at you, if you aren't clear in your reflective state or your I am presence or who you are, you then take in that projection as if it's you. This is also how narcissism works. Narcissists use this modality is what I'm hearing. Black and white uses this modality in order to coerce, manipulate, confuse, all of those different things. So be very aware when you have a projection of somebody else and you feel confused. It is time to move to the reflective state where you're removing other people's projections. When you are the mirror, it is not meant for you to take in the effect of somebody else's cause. No, you triggering them is the law of cause and effect. Your energy triggered it. Not because you wanted to, probably. It triggers it. That person then projects it at you. When you say, there's the mirror, this is the divine mirror for you. You are not, your actions are not a reflection of me in this way. The effect then goes back to the person who created the cause, which means it can actually be healed. But if instead you take in the projection thinking it's you, you just took on the effect of somebody else's cause. You are now sowing what somebody else reaped, or you are now reaping what somebody else sowed. Also tied into the law of cause and effect, and that's in another video. Now I want to talk about the mirror state. So when we call back our power and all these people show up that we've finally taken our power back from, or we've come into our own presence, our I am presence, creating energetic shields around us, those energies will come back because they sense energetically, unconsciously, hold on, a piece of my energy just, I just lost some type of an energy field and I'm suddenly thinking about this person. It's probably you because you just cut that off. So the mirror state I use both to shield and protect myself, and also knowing that my frequency will scatter other people's energy. The scattering is intended to scatter that which does not serve people. The wounds, the traumas, the dark, dense energy. Because I am aware of this, I place divine mirrors all the way around my energetic field. I'm literally seeing lions circling me right now. Not as a prey, rather as outwards protection. So just know, Lyran consciousness, I'm being reminded again, is 1000% online and is highly attuned to what is happening in each sphere of consciousness or individuals. So I'm literally seeing them facing outwards where the mirrors are at. So the divine mirrors, you want to use this as you move about your day. You can use this for spiritual warfare to protect and shield yourself. Divine mirrors, what happens is we place divine mirrors facing out, reflecting out all the way around our energy, impermeable by any energy that is actually not for our highest good, nor is an actual reflection of who we are right now in this moment. What happens with the divine mirrors, I will explain to you how I experience it and energetically and spiritually and psychically see it as these things are happening. When someone casts something at me or drives a sword or attempts to chain or hook, literally, I watch them do this. It hits the mirror, goes into the mirror, and goes back into their energy. It's like immediate, I want to say karma for lack of a better word, because karma is actually changing the meaning of it. The true essence and the meaning of it will be coming online shortly. Some other things have to come out first in order for it to make complete sense on the earth plane or in the awakened consciousness or the consciousness that is awakening. So it almost reflects it back to them. I do not consent to the projections of your energy. Now, here, we're going to move back to the reflective after we do this, okay? The reflective state allows you to see what was the trigger, what was the wound, how was it dealt with, what was the projection, what does that say to me, what is the story it tells of the physical experience here, and how can I attune that spiritually back around? The infinity symbol. This and that are true. The mirrors. Most of you have never had a true mirror placed in front of you. Let me be your divine mirror. You are of God's source creation. There is no garbage that is created on this earth plane that is a reflection of light. You are love embodied. You are the physical embodiment of the I am of God, source, creation, and spirit. You are the stars that line the galaxy. You are the roots of the trees and the flowers and the fruits that are budded off of it. You are the beauty that lies in the sky. You are the beauty that lies on the land. You are the crystal diamonds that flow through the rivers. Most of you have had mirrors in front of you that are not actually a reflection of you. They're a reflection of the projections of other people's wounds ancestral wounding, and many, many other things that have happened on this earth plane for thousands and thousands of years. How you want to deal with this from this point on. Observation is literally your best friend. When we step back and detach a little bit, we are able to observe without being in the reactive state. We can then clearly see what is ours and what is not. Yes, we are all one in the macro, but here on the earth plane, on the micro, we need to view it in slightly different ways because we're individuated fractals. And the earth plane, my friends, has been a mess for thousands of years. Cleanup crew. Do you see what I'm talking about here? So I hope this message resonated and you received the information that you needed to. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please comment below. I am so grateful that all of you are here and all the magic that is happening and the up-leveling and the knowings and the opening of consciousness and the love. I love it all. So thank you for being here.